and welcome to the Nexus. Today we're doing issue 55 of our Tumbler build, so let's get going. Okay, so these are the parts and we'll have a look at them in just a minute. We're going to also need, in this section, we're going to need our frame. So this section here, we're going to need the front of the car, which is here. We're also going to need the front nose cone and the bar that we built last time as well. So without further ado, let's crack on, because there's we're actually doing something in this issue. So let's get going. Okay, so we've got those bits just there. Let's open this up. So we have CM screws and AFM screws. We also have the base section of the front nose. Now this is die cast, and that's what that looks like. So we are actually doing stuff. Now remember, we have only just paid. We've just paid for those bits there. I know I had a bit of a meltdown, and we'll do that at the end of the video, but that is what you've got in this issue. The rest of the stuff we've already had. So let's start building. So the first thing we've got to do is we're going to take our front section here and we're going to flip it upside down. So we're going to turn it up like that. We're going to grab our front end section here and we're going to make sure that that is away slightly, and we're just going to push it in to those holes like that. And then we're going to use AFM screws to screw in the front section just here. So there's 4 holes just along there. It does hold while I do this. What you want to try to do is avoid some of these bits. So you want to pull this wire out like that. Make sure it's not trapped at all. And we've got some screws there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so we have eventually done it. Now I had to use a longer screwdriver because you have to screw them in up here obviously, but because I have big meaty claws, you can't get into here. Look at that. That is the one where you have to screw in. There is not enough for it. It was difficult, so I had to get a longer screwdriver than this, about that long, to screw them in. But we are there. We are there. So we're going to flip it up now, like so. So that is that part. Leaving this wire just here for now. My wheel caps keep coming off, so that goes in there. So we're starting to come together a little bit. So next what we're going to do is we're going to grab the pieces. We've got our front nose cone and the piece that we made last time, which is here. And this part here is going to go. Now why we didn't do this the last time, I don't know. But anyway, we're going to push this down, and it's going to come. We're going to push it down so it comes sort of out the bottom here. So we're just going to angle it a little bit. That one keeps coming off. So you need to angle it a little bit of push, and push it down. And that is where it should sit. So it should come out the bottom here slightly. So it should just push right down like this, and the sort of brace bit at the bottom. And I'll just pull it back out again. Or break it. I just want to make sure you know what's going on here. So let me build this again. Like that. And like that. So it goes down, it hits this bottom bit, the sort of this part. And so that's how you know. So you sort of just angle it and push it a little bit. Then it sort of goes like so. like that. That's it. Right, come off again. That is literally how we're supposed to do it. It's weird. It's very strange. It's the strangest car build I've ever built. So, okay, so let's try this again. So it sort of hooks in. I've done it once, and now it won't do it again now. There we go. So it goes in. Okay, so we're going to flip it up. I'm going to flip this around a little bit. I've got that shield part that will go back on. So there are two holes just at the top here. You'll see them here. That little plasticky bits that we've just stuck on are going to go into those holes. And apparently, according to the instructions, it will hold it. We're going to see if this is actually true or not. So, so it sort of goes in like that. It's going to sit like that. Okay. As soon as I let go, it's going to fall out. So what I'm going to do is, because we've got to put this base on now, which I think holds it up anyway. So it sort of, I mean, you can't even see that in the car, so I don't even know why it's there, to be completely fair. So I'm actually going to turn it upside down now. And now it is obviously bottom heavy, front heavy. So we're going to sort of try and stick this in. There we go. So they go in like that. Our base is going to go in here, and we are going to put CM screws in all of these bottom sections just here. And I can actually use my normal screwdriver for this. So I'm actually going to put the two top ones in first. Like so. Like that. Because I believe this will come along here. Actually, let's take that off quickly so that it's being trapped. Oh, I don't want it trapped. Let me see where the... Okay, yeah. Okay, so we're going to take this back off a second. And just take it back off quickly. Pass that wire all the way through. I thought it would come out the bottom, it doesn't, it sort of stays there. Okay, so once again we're just going to screw this back up. So it says to keep that loose and not trapped behind this. So we'll screw these two bits in. We'll screw the front section as well. Like so. And then we're just going to go ahead and do the other one. Okay, so I've gone ahead and done that. The moment of truth is I'm just going to flip this up. Now some bits have just come off. They just need to be put back on. Because we're sort of up and down with this, it's yeah, so that sort of sits like that. We've got that part that come out. This keeps coming out the wheel hub, no idea why. And back onto our, there's a few little loose bits on this, keep coming off. Okay, so there's the front cone on, as you can see. So our tumbler is coming together now. There is still work to be done on the front here. Also as well, I've noticed that it does come down slightly. Now I've screwed it up as tight as it will go. There is a little bit of play in the front now, but it is what it is. And it's now starting to resemble the tumbler now. It's coming up really nicely. Okay, so that is it for this issue. So let's take a look and see what comes in the next one. Okay, so it is coming together. It is now starting to put the bits that we've got together now, which is good. It also means that the place where I was keeping it before I can't anymore because it's not in bits. So I'll have to have a little bit of a rearrange, I should say. So in issue 56, that is what we get in issue 56. So it says mountings, pistons, and shock absorbers. So all of these parts here are for the front, because there's still a few bits to go on here. You can sort of see the parts here, and that piston's down there. So there's still quite a bit. Looks like what we're doing next time. Just by going what you can see, what I can see, and stuff. So all the pistons along the front here section will be going on. So it looks like we're finishing. I think that may actually finish the sort of nose cone, the front section of the car. Yeah. I know I had. I just want to clarify, because I had a little bit of a meltdown, and my wife would say a meltdown last week on the build, and that is because even though we've put some bits together and it's looking good, we only actually bought this. Yeah, so it's just the parts ratio is getting to me, just because of the amount of pay we're paying out. Now I know for a fact this isn't being built like a normal car, and I know the fact, and I've built part works now for the last sort of 10 years, so I know what to expect and what happens. You do get little bits, but this is the first build where the little parts are sort of continuous. At least with other builds where that has happened, Robocop, Iron Man, we have got other parts, but this, I mean, you've got to think we spent a whole 10-15 issues of just getting wires. That's all we got. I remember in one or two of the stages, we got just a wire. Now I know it doesn't have many parts, and I know it's built differently than any other vehicle that we've built before. It does have less parts, but it just frustrates me when we're paying, $10.99 an issue. Obviously, if you're a subscriber, you're paying slightly more, and that is all you're getting for money's worth. And we have had some big bits. I mean, this is testament of what we've got. But then again, we are at issue 55. We are getting to that halfway point. But we have got all the electrics, yes. We have got the frame of the car, but there's still, even with the interior, there's still so much work going. And we know that we're going to get panels, and we know we're going to be doing stuff. But it just slightly frustrates me sometimes when each week you're getting parts like that. Knowing full well it's not going to take very long to do. Knowing full well that it does come together at the end. And I just wanted to clarify it. I'm fine with the build. But the only thing I'm not fine on is the parts. I mean, looking at it, you could have done this in 100 issues, not 120. Just the amount of parts that we've got. Cost and everything else, I understand all that as well. So I just wanted to clarify. It's not a bad build. I just want to point that out. The only bad thing about this build is the parts. Not that they're rubbish, not that they're good quality, because it is. It's what you get each issue is the issue. That's it. But I just wanted to make sure that people know where I could stand on it, and I'm still glad that I'm doing it. It's going to be an awesome thing when this is built, because even though we've got the base frame just here, it's going to be sort of out here. It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge, and this already weighs. This is heavy. This is very heavy, and we've not even put the interior or the rest of the panels on it either. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Anyway, that is what we're getting issue 56. I've been the Nexus. Make sure you click like, subscribe, comment, and as always, we'll see you guys at the next video. So take it easy. See you later, guys.